Pain is your greatest ally without it knowing that's your greatest ally. Pain is what makes you remember the hard times and the worst times for you to overcome the times now. Pain is what drives you to be better than what you are. Pain motivates you in ways you would never even think you can motivate yourself. That is the power of pain. A lot of people are shaped by pain. A lot of people think all about pain, and a lot of people actually are dismantled because of how much pain they feel. And I don't mean physically, I mean mentally in what they experience in their life. I just mean in general. Pain is the source, it's kind of like a source, of energy for human beings. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pain is how do I explain this to the maximum? It's more or less like experience. Everybody experience pain in different ways. That's the thing about pain. Pain comes in different forms. Losing a family member, losing a job, breakups in a relationship, you didn't make it to your goal, all different types of pain, your car just got repoed or towed, some shit like that. I think you understand the point of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to mainly say, though, pain is just one of those things that you just can't get away from. And because of that, it's looked down on. Pain is really looked down on the most in life. Like, nobody doesn't want to feel that. Nobody doesn't want nothing taken away from them. Nobody doesn't want to be in this hard positions in life. Nobody. I don't care if there's hard workers out there, but they don't want to experience true pain. And I don't want to experience it either. But sometimes it just comes out of nowhere and smacks you in the face. And I wouldn't let this break me down. Don't get me wrong, there's times where pain actually almost broke me and broke the people I care about, but it didn't. Because we overcame this and we learned from pain. We gained and learned from it. The difference between gaining and learning, in my opinion, gaining is more or less you benefited from it. Learning is actually understanding where it all went wrong. Then you gain from it. I should have actually said learn, then gain from it. Sorry, bad thumbnail. But it is what it is. But not really bad thumbnail. I think y'all get the point. But in my opinion, you need to understand why it happened. If you don't understand why the pain happened, then you will never truly learn and gain from what happened. Never. Ever. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it was so out of your control that it feels like it's your fault. Am I wrong, guys? Do y'all feel like this sometimes? Because if that's the case, y'all need to knock it off and stop blaming yourselves. Because if it's truly out of your control, you couldn't have done anything, nothing at all. For once in your lives, for y'all sake, stop putting so much on y'all. Y'all are living people. Y'all are human beings. Okay? That, what happened had nothing to do with you. Even if it might have been something that was to do with you. But if it was truly out of your control, stop blaming yourself, okay? Beating yourself up about things that you can't control is not healthy. It's actually the most unhealthiest thing you can do to you, because it can ruin your image. It can ruin how you shape yourself in life. It can mess up your everyday daily routines or what you want to do. Stop doing that, okay? I have to say, just stop. And just take a deep breath and let it go. If you don't learn how to let go now, you will never, ever prosper the way how you think. You'll never grow as a real person. Your character development is strained because of one misled or a mistake of a memory. One thing shouldn't hold you back. Don't get me wrong. It is okay to go back and think of it, but don't blame yourself for it. Big difference. You should be able to go back to this memory without feeling like it's your fault. You're always going to feel pain from memories. Like if you had a loved one and they passed away, it's always going to be like a weird feeling, like I miss them so much. But it shouldn't be like, I should have been there. That right there is not what you need, bro. Don't do that to yourselves, man. The only thing you can learn from that is that know when it's actually, I guess, knowing when you actually could do something versus you could. Because if you was gone and you actually had something important to do, then that's not only you. You were doing what you needed to do. Or even if you wanted to do something else, you did it. That is fine. That's just life. Life is choices. Life is all about choices and judgment and development, in my opinion. And repopulation. But, in a non-scientific way, yes. Who do you think really kind of brings down? Okay. I live with people who are very cautious about the world. I'm not going to say they're scared of the world, because they're definitely not scared of the world. They'll take on the world. But they are cautious about the world so much that they're scared of the younger generation, like me, going out and hanging out with new people. At first, I didn't understand what the real problem was. But now, the more I think about it, I understand. Because there's so much bullshit happening these days, But I had to tell them something, though. Your experiences are very rare occurrences in life. What happened to you is like a 10% chance of happening to me. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but I took it with a grain of salt, though, at the same time, because it did happen to them. They experienced this. Their pain, they reflected their pain onto me just to make sure I was safe. So I learned from their pain. Okay, something bad just happened to my mom. Well, no, my bad. Something bad happened to me, right? Not so long ago. In the beginning of December, right? And my mother, she was trying to warn me. And we never really talked about it. But when it already happened, she was already like, it's unfortunate. But she told me the only thing I can do is just live and learn from it. And guess what? I can fix it. So I didn't even think about feeling bad about it, because I'm fixing it right now. I'm actually almost done fixing my problem. I just messed up. I'm not going to say what, because technically, I'd rather not have my personal business on the internet like that. But I messed up, and I'm fixing it right now, because I can learn how to rise above as a person. And guess what? When I was handling it, I still didn't feel bad, because my new mindset is like, okay, I ran into an issue, but I can fix this. I can overcome this like in weeks, in between a month. Because that's who I am. I'm not going to let circumstances in my life ruin my experiences. I'm not. I'm tired of that shit, man. Because all of 2022 and 2023 was just it was just sorrow and sadness. I'm going to tell y'all like it is, bro. I experienced the most pain without experience not that much, which means not that much was going for me. I was hurting because of it. Now I'm experiencing way more things, having way more fun, enjoying myself, and I'm living life. And don't get me wrong, some bad things are happening, but a lot of good things are happening behind those bad things. So it's like I'm getting out there and doing different things and trying to get a grasp of everything now in life. I'm a 22-year-old man. I shouldn't be scared to try something because I just want to try it. I don't care what it is. Go ahead. Go for it and try it. But I will always say this. Speak to somebody first before you go and do something big. I'm not saying get their permission. If you are a grown-up, you shouldn't be getting nobody's permission just to do something, in my opinion. You just go and do it. But you should definitely let somebody know and get somebody's suggestions and ideas. And guess what? Now you can, hey, cool. We can blah, 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 or blah, 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 this. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Because people are there for you. All you have to do is just talk to them. I get it. Now me, This is something I need to take more advice on because I was up there that made people like that. I'm in my own space, working my ass off on YouTube and other things, and just trying to get right, you know. But what about the people who actually experienced this pain before me? I should talk to them and see what I can do to make it better as a person. Thank you. This has been Dark Zone Kings, or the Next Kings Next Gen. Please like, comment, and subscribe, please. And matter of fact, put in the comment section what is something you had to go through a painful experience, and how did you overcome it? How did you overcome it? Because honestly, everybody else does things differently and they do things wisely. Bye.